major.
Yay, Joe!
We're a good-looking crowd. Froio, Froio, Mio, Mayo, Bio. Speaking of pop music, I often like to open with an epigram of sorts, and I think worldwide the lingua franca happens to be pop music more often than not. There are a lot of verities residing in pop music, and one that applies now to a gracious audience is something from the Lovin' Spoonful back in 1966. You didn't have to be so nice. I would have liked you anyway. So I think that serves as an entree, and as a specific entree to the Uke Nation on stage. I'd just like to quickly relate a story that I recall about two military people arguing about, armaments, and one is saying, well, this one is just like real quality, it's real refined. And the other guy is more inclined to say, yeah, but if we just have enough of this, it's better. And he says, well, that's not quality, that's quantity. And the other general says, sometimes quantity has a quality all its own. So I think that might very well apply to Bernie McMahon and the Northern Berkshire Uke Club.
Gonna get married.
can I tell if he loves me so?
Is it in his eyes?
Oh, no, you make me see.
Is it in his eyes?
Oh, no, you make me weep. If you wanna know if he loves you so, it's in his kiss.
That's where it is. Or is it in his face?
Oh, no, it's just his tongue.
In his warm embrace?
Oh, no, it's just his arms. If you wanna know if he loves you so, it's in his kiss.
That's where it is.
Yeah, it's in his kiss.
That's where it is.
2, 3, 4.
Squeeze it tight and find out what you wanna know. If it's love, if it really is, it's there in his kiss. About the way he acts.
Oh, no, that's not the way. You're not listening to what I say. If you wanna know if he loves you so, it's in his kiss.
That's where it is.
Oh, yeah, it's in his kiss, right?
That's where it is.
3. Two, three, four, walk.
Again and squeeze it tight and find out what you wanna know. If it's love, if it really is, it's there in his kiss. About the way he acts.
Oh, no, that's not the way. You're not listening to all I say. If you wanna know if he loves you so, it's in his kiss.
That's where it is.
Oh, yeah, it's in his kiss.
That's where it is.
What we were told was a Hawaiian tune when we first learned it. It's called Pearly Shells. And then my dad, who's 89, 88? 88, told me it came from a John Wayne movie called, I never remember, something. What?
Finnegan's Reef.
No.
No.
Yes.
Wait,
Wait. No, that's a song.
Roger knows.
then again, begin again.
Anyway, it's a John Wayne movie where he got stranded on an island, probably, in the war against Japan. If you can think of it, let me know, because I can't think of it. Ready? Whew, let's see if I can hit that last chord right. Three, four, 1, 2. Pearly shells,
From the ocean, shining in the sun, covering the shore.
I'd like to recognize the sponsors of this group. It was started by the lady in the polka dots with the beard.
Sing with the guys today, man.
We're missing a few male voices, so a couple of the ladies have to take over there. We are sponsored in part by the Northern Berkshire Cultural Council and also by the Adams Community Bank. And we'd like to say thank you on all those videos that you're going to send them right there. Here we go. Oh, I'm nervous. 1, 2, 3, 4.
As I walk along, I wonder
second and fourth Thursdays of the month at the Lanesboro Town Hall, downstairs in the basement. Beginners are free, intermediates and above that learning a little bit harder stuff is $5. Come and join us, especially men. No offense, women, but we'll sing anywhere, right? The guys just won't come out.
Phrase, because following Pauline Asher, I always feel like I've anointed Vicky Passier as the Froio laureate of sorts, and I always find her work, maybe this is the embarrassing heap, just imbued with passion and more so integrity. So as I have for, I think 7 years prior to this will be 8th year, let's hear it for Vicky Passier. Thank you.
Well, I should be reading my own after that, but I actually have E.E. Cummings poems. He has 2 spring poems that are famous. You probably have heard them, and they're wonderful. E.E. Cummings was a different kind of poet. He didn't rhyme, or if he did it when he wanted to. He didn't use punctuation or grammar. He put words together. He put big spaces between the words. He was just very different for somebody born in 1894 and died in 1962. So the first one is, and these are spring poems, they have the spirit of spring in them. In just spring, when the world is mud luscious, that little lame balloon man whistles far, and we and Eddie and Bill come running from marbles and piracies, and it's spring, when the world is puddle wonderful. And that old balloon man whistles far, and we and Betty and Isabel come running, and we're dancing from hopscotch and jump rope, and it's spring. And the goat-footed balloon man whistles far, and you just can take that "we" off and see all the images you can remember being a little kid in the spring, when you were just full of spirit. Now this one he wrote when he was older, so I can see the difference between these two. I thank you, God. And I use this for a grace sometimes at Easter. I thank you, God, for most this amazing day, for the leaping greenly spirits of trees and a blue true dream of sky, and for everything which is natural, which is infinite, which is yes. I, who have died, am alive again today. And this is the sun's birthday. And this is the birthday of life and love and wings, and of the gay, great happening, illimitably earth. How should tasting, touching, hearing, seeing, breathing, any lifted from the no of all nothing, human merely being, doubt unimaginable you? Now the ears of my ears can hear, and they're awake, and the eyes of my eyes are opened. And it's spring from E.E. Cummings. All right. Now, Joe and Beth are coming because they're part of the poetry group. We meet on Monday at 10 o'clock, and there are other ones, but it's just we who are going to read. We wrote a piece about the senior center, the Froio Senior Center. We wrote a piece about that.
Did she say it right?
Yes, I went to school with Froio, so I know it's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to read my part first, and then Flo, and then Gus, and then Flo. Yep. Our center. It was a good place when I was a kid. I used to spend Saturdays at the movies right here. Meet friends and giggle at everything as I crunched and munched my popcorn. Now I come every Monday for poetry. Pass through the marquee and enter the senior center for free.
Oh boy.
Stop at the cafe to share coffee and laughs and poetry unsurpassed, written by our group and the poets of the present and the past. Oh, the rages, the fits of love and beauty, war and peace, sun and shadow that we extol in the basement conference room, pausing for chatter. And everything matters in these twilight years that we share in this space that once held young Saturdays, popcorn, and laughter.
There is a place everyone can come, welcoming and working to create some fun. For folks who are past their prime, searching for something to fill their time. Oldsters who have their bucket list and want to check off their #1 wish. Variety and propriety are all in this place, dancing and playing something in every space. Here's to the cheapest and best coffee in Pittsfield town, served by Sandy, so have another round. And now I have one from Marie, who couldn't make it today, and this is her part. From Marie Gormley. Located on Upper North Street in Pittsfield, Mass, USA, is the Ralph Froio Center, a place to spend a day. Once a movie theater, converted for seniors here, it offers a host of activities weekly throughout the years.
This fine building is the foundation. The experienced staff is the support. The many volunteers are the engine. The active members are the heart. Thank you, City of Pittsfield Council on Aging. Thank you to the Froio Center for your help and assistance. Thank you to the volunteers for doing all that you do. Thank you for the active members for giving the center life. Now, I'd like you all to just thank yourself for being here. Go ahead, give yourself a hug, say thank you.
Thank you.
This place is a gift to yourself, so just be thankful for your gift.
Flo and Beth. And while we set up for the 4th act, our 3rd act is going to see us through.
Oh,
Cindy Duke, roughly,
yeah, you got it. You
will
got it.
be the see us through.
Yeah. Won't be the first time.
Yep.
So I had 2 songs, 2 possibilities of songs. I brought 2 different hats. Can everybody hear me? Because that'll be a determining factor of what song I'm going to do. Can you hear me okay back there? Okay. So I'll let you choose. I have this hat I can wear, or I have this hat I can wear.
Not at the same time.
So not at the same time. The purple? Okay, all right. That determined what song I'm going to sing. Now, you're going to be curious as to what that other song was. But this is a fun one because I think you recognize it. Also from the 60s, probably. From the 4 Tops. If you know it, sing with me, please. Sugar pie, honey bunch, you know that I love you. Oh, I can't help myself. That sounds nice. Love you and nobody else. In and out my life, a song my dad used to sing when I was a kid, and I thought it was fun, but never knew who sang it. But it's words and music by Hank Keene. Anyone here ever heard of Hank Keene?
No.
No. Oh, I was hoping.
John Wayne?
No. He used to do these little.
I did,
You did?
because you told me.
Oh, yeah. He used to do these like camps in the summer. He'd go around in just tents or tent revival things, but with music, right, and comedy. Back in probably the 1930s. So I thought, anyway, I found the sheet music, which I was happy to find. It's a little pickin' song. It's called Stay Out of the Kitchen. Song for all you boys. Down at our house every night, Mom always had a fight. 'Cause Pa, he always told her that her cooking wasn't right. Then one night she got mad and said, see here, old man, if you don't like the way I cook, you take that frying pan. Well, Pa then told her he could cook a better meal than she. She said, okay, you do it all from now on and we will see. So Pa, he put that apron on and then he started in. And believe me, friends, from that time on is when the fun begins. Well, the very first meal the Pa prepared was just 2 hours late. The family all sat down to eat and pass along his fate. Sister Ruth, who had always been Pa's favorite daughter, she piped right up and said, why, Pa, this soup tastes like dishwater. Well, right then Pa brought out the steak. He thought he'd made a hit to prove to us that he could cook while we tasted it. I took a piece upon my plate. Folks, I don't mean maybe. That steak was so hard and tough I couldn't chew the gravy. Well, Sister Mary broke her fork while trying to pierce some cake. When Pa tried to chew his piece, he broke his upper plate. I threw my steak out to our dog, even he turned up his nose. We all tried to keep a straight face, but we couldn't if we chose. Well, no one touched the biscuits, 'cause they were hard as rock. The coffee tasted just like Pa had strained it through his sock. Of all the things that Pa had cooked, not one piece had been eaten. He'd run the house all right so far, but this task had him beaten. Well, Pa sadly called Mom to one side and said, you're right. He promised if she'd cook again, he'd stay clear out of sight. So men, I'm warning, if to cook, show your wife you're itching. Just let well enough alone and stay out of the kitchen. Thank you for the opportunity to wear both hats today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. 2 hats roughly. Up next, we're going to have a vignette by the Comedy Dungeon Players that's going to reflect upon one of life's common yet frustrating experiences. This piece is called Seniors Online, and it reflects the travails you might go through at Big Z. You might think it's a supermarket, but others might call it the home of high prices and confusing coupons. So I think that's commonplace enough that everyone can find something to attach their interest. So, very shortly, I'm looking for a nod, we will experience seniors online.
Hello. Did you find everything all right?
Well, not exactly. I was looking for these Manischewitz matzahs that were in the weekly circular you see right here, but they were nowhere to be found.
Matzahs.
50
That.
pounds, 50 pounds on sale.
Matzah, what's that?
Well,
Is it kind of a fish
I don't think
or
so.
a snack?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
what
I don't know. It could resemble a snack, but anyway, all I know is that they are really, really cheap.
Well, all I can say is I'll help you find them. Follow me.
Oh, thank you so much, miss.
Hey, did you find everything okay today?
Yes, I did, thank you.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I found everything. I just
Let's see what you're so sure about.
needed a new toilet brush, Listerine.
Oh my God, you believe this guy comes in here for a toilet brush and a bottle of Listerine?
But
Oh, he needs it. His breath ain't so good.
what? I don't need this. You can just keep this stuff. I'm out of here.
You need help out with that?
Oh, I don't need any of your help.
Right there. Right there. Okay. Okay. See, I told you I could find your matzahs.
Thank you so much.
Will that be all for you?
Yes, I think so.
That'll be $2.99, please.
Now, wait a minute here. Let me see. You know, I don't have that much money on me, but can you take a credit card?
No.
Yes. That's all I have, I'm sorry. Here, let me try. Let me just try.
Okay, all right.
Okay, here we go. No. Okay, wait, I got another one. Not this time either, okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to write you a check,
Okay.
okay? There you go.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you need help carrying this out?
No, I'll be okay. Sort of.
Would you like to donate $1 to the
Oh, get lost.
cashier's pension fund?
Coupons?
Yep, oh yeah, coupons.
No, we don't take that one. Or that one. Oh my God, that one's expired last month. Oh,
What's a month?
hey, that looks good. Combo meal, 2 for $10. Wendy's, I'll keep that one. Oh, Underwood Grove. Cabernet, huh? Could I please have an ID?
Oh, you know, I've got my ID at home, but, you know, look at me. White hair, wrinkles. I'm over 18, really.
It could be a good wig and a makeup job. I don't know. No,
These wrinkles.
no, gotta have an ID.
Oh, for Christ's sake, can you just sell it to her? Don't you see she's really old?
Now, wait a minute there,
No,
buddy.
no, kid. Rules are rules. Can I have a front-end manager?
What seems to be trouble here?
This customer's being a horse's behind.
Really?
I need ID for her booze purchase.
That's not my job.
Really?
Really?
Who should you call? Who should you call?
Who should I call?
All right. I guess you can't help me. See ya.
Sorry. I'm going to go home and anyway, so I'll take my nap. Very manager.
Oh, I can't believe this store. I really can't.
I need a rear end manager to register too, please.
Bread, cream, cake, vanilla fudge. This ain't no shopping list. It's a lineup of Woodstock 50.
This is your rear end manager? Really?
Well, what in Pandora box is going on here?
This customer refuses to show me an ID for her booze purchase.
Why, hello, Mrs. Crabtree.
Well,
How have you been?
if it isn't Harry Butt.
I remember Mrs. Crabtree from back in 3rd grade. I can vouch for her oldness. She was old back then.
Minute here. Harry.
Just let her through. She's okay. Paper or plastic?
No.
This one's
All
mine.
right.
This one's mine.
Hello.
Did you find everything okay?
Actually, yes, I did. I did. I've already been through the checkout line once today. But when I got to my car, I realized I made a mistake and I bought one wrong item. I want to exchange it before I just drive all the way home. Can you do that?
Okay, what's the problem?
Well, I bought this loaf of rye bread from the bakery.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I wanted seated. No, I didn't want seated. This is seated. I wanted not seated. I wanted not whole wheat, but whole grain. I wanted normal, not low sodium. I even wanted I wanted non-GMO, and it's GMOs. And then here is the capper.
There's more.
Yes, I could never sale for $2.99.
Well, is that all?
That's it.
Okay, it's easy. Just take the bread over to the customer service desk,
Where's that?
and they'll take care
Where
of
is
you.
it?
It's over there.
Oh, you mean where that really long line of people is? There are 10 to 20 people over there, and they're all buying scratch tickets, and have you ever noticed they just stand there right at the counter and they scratch? And I've already waited in line here for 20 minutes. I don't think so. I'm out of here.
Well, wait. Do you need help carrying that out?
No, thank you so much.
Would you like to donate $1?
You know where you can put that dollar.
Is it over? Oh, good.
Seniors Online, the Froio Comedy Dungeon. Delivery stage crew is clearing space for our next act. And I believe they're newcomers to the variety show. We have a father-daughter duet, violinist Dave Amuso and his daughter, singer-guitarist Lisa Fox. So let's welcome them to the Froio Variety Show. Mike marks the spot. Dave and Lisa.
The first one is me and Bobby McGee.
Just before we leave, your song
one forgot in there.
Thank you, Dave and Lisa. Family that sticks together. Next up, we're going to have another sketch by the Comedy Dungeon, formerly the Comedy Workshop. Since they meet every Friday down in the basement boardroom, I think it's more dungeon-like. That seems more appropriate. As is often the through line of their productions, again we have the tribulations of modern life. In this crazy, mixed-up world, I think the title of this next piece will give a hint about just how contrary things can get when they go off the rails. Just think crazy mixed up.
Hi, all. Hi. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me back there? Okay, I'm Anna. Phone Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Oh, excuse me. I think I hear the mailman. Oh, yay! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I ordered Flo the Flamingo Solar Dancer from Discount Alley. Her wings flap continuously and you don't even need batteries because it's solar powered. I'm going to put her in my rock garden. My neighbors are going to be amazed. Let's take a look here. I'm so excited. Wow, this is going to be so good. I can hardly wait. Oh, what the heck? What the heck is this? Pete the pug. He prances, wags his tails, and barks. I want flapping wings, not wagging tails. Oh, Mom, you know, I am sorry, but I have to call Discount Alley right now and get this straightened out. So if you will excuse me, I'm going to call, I'll put it on speakerphone so you can hear the conversation. Oh, but first, you know, you all look so pretty. Let me take your photo. Smile at this table, please.
Cheese.
What a joke. Okay, let me get that number up here. Should only take a minute. Okay.
Thank you for calling Discount Alley. To continue in English, press 1. To continue in Spanish, press 2. To reach our directory, press 3. To find a store near you, press 4. To speak to a representative, press 5.
Oh, about time. Okay. Okay.
All our representatives are currently assisting our customers. Please hold, your call is important to us.
This is so annoying. You know, did you ever have this? Does this happen to you? All the robocalls. Remember, you used to dial the phone, and there would be a person.
Did you know that you can check your account status with us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, by visiting Discount Alley /sales/7-7-shipping.com. You can view your information about your account as well as answers to general questions you may have. Please hold, and the next available representative will be with you. Your call is important to us.
Should be any minute now, guys. Any minute now. We'll get a person, we'll be able to get this straightened out really quickly. Any minute now. Any minute. Any minute. Any minute.
You may leave a callback number at any time.
Please. Please.
Your call will be returned in the order it was received. Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold.
I don't know. What do you think? Should I hang up and call tomorrow?
Our next representative will be with you shortly. To better serve you, tell me now why you are calling. To place a new order, press 1. Tech support, press 2. For a question on your bill, press 3. To check the status on an existing order, press 4.
Discount Alley, may I have your full name, please?
Anna Bonanna.
Hello, Anna. This is Fee-Fi-Fo-Fana. Anna, where do you live?
Well, are you going to come from Boston or are you going to come from Albany?
No, I mean, where do you live to receive your mail?
Oh, yeah. I live in Post Office Box 208 in Buttsville, New Jersey, 07829.
Buttsville? Is that at the end of the state? All right, I have your information in front of me now. How may I help you?
You sent me the wrong thing. I ordered Flo the Flamingo, Solar Dancer, and you sent me Pete the Pug. I wanted Flo the Flamingo Dancer to put in my rock garden, and I'm really very upset. I don't want a dog in my rock garden.
I see what happened. Flo, the solar flamingo dancer, has been discontinued.
Well, I demand a refund right now.
We sent you a comparable substitute.
How in the world is a dog compared to a flamingo? I demand refund right now.
I'm sorry, but in order to offer Discount Alley's great discounts, we do not offer refunds.
What? What in the world are you talking
talking about? I never heard of such a thing.
Discount Alley clearly states on its order form that a substitute item may be sent, and there is a no refund policy here at Discount Alley.
You know, I am looking at that order form right now and I do not see that. Where is it on here?
See that small print on the bottom left?
Let me get my magnifying glass. This is not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
Please calm down and listen to me, Anna. You know, Pete really is an amazing dog. He prances, wags his tail, and barks, presses back, and watch him come to life. He makes arf, arf, arf sounds. He wags his tail excitedly, and even whines endearingly. And besides all that, he scoots across the floor. You have 2 AAA batteries?
No.
Go ahead, try it out now.
No, I don't have any batteries.
Well, then use the ones in your TV remote. Go ahead. I'll wait. You're going to love it.
Okay. This darn thing is not doing anything. It's deader than a doornail.
Sorry about that. Tell you what, I'll mail you another Pete the Pug, plus free batteries, plus a coupon for $5 off your next order of $150. Plus, you can keep the adorable Pete the Pug that you already have. How's that sound now, Anna, Bonana, Nana?
It sounds like no choice, fee, fi, fo, fana.
Please stay on the line to take a brief survey. 15 minutes rating our service today.
I'd rather speak to your manager. Give me your manager, please.
Sure, please hold while I transfer you.
Thank you for calling Discount Alley.
Oh,
To continue
no.
in English, press 1.
No!
To continue in Spanish, press 2.
Come on, Pete. We'll make acquaintance. What did he say? Okay.
Thank you very much, Heather.
As you might recognize, that was Comedy Dungeon again. Male order mix-up. Next up, we have a singer-guitarist who's going to regale us with Follow Me and Will the Circle Be Unbroken? I believe Sue is a variety show newcomer. So let's welcome Susan Alvin.
Follow Me is a John Denver song. If anybody knows any of the songs, either of the songs I'm singing, feel free to sing along. It's by far the hardest thing I've ever done. To be so in love with you and so alone.
totally unbroken?
I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy evening, and I saw the earth come rolling for to carry my mother away. The circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. But I told the undertaker, please rise slow. For that body you are calling, Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. So I followed close behind her, tried to hold up that but I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in the grave. The circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. And one by one, the seats were empty. One more, one by one, they went away. Now the family is parted. Will we meet again someday? The circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I'd like to sing the last verse again without the guitar. Could everybody sing along with me? Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Susan Aldum, that was invigorating. Next up, we have a variety show veteran. And when it comes to musical comedy, her comedic bona fides are impeccable. We're talking a real original. So let's welcome Linda Prine.
There you go. When I retired, I realized there were new challenges in my life, and so I found this poem. I took the lyrics from it, I added some to it, and I set it to music. Maybe some of you will identify with it, I know I do. Oh, my forget, just getting better, but I remember is broke. To you that might seem funny, but to me it ain't no joke. wish I could remember important stuff, but that just isn't happening. My mind's marshmallow fluff. Or when I'm here, I'm wondering if I really should be there. And when I try to think it through, I haven't got a prayer. And if I think real quick, I'll play a little trick to make myself remember what I forgot. Oftentimes I walk into a room and I say, what am I here for? I rack my brain, but all in vain. A 0 is my score. I wish I could remember important stuff, but that just isn't happening. My mind, marshmallow fluff. At times I put something away where I think it's safe, but gee, the person that it's safest from most generally is me. And if I think real quick, I'll play a little trick to make myself remember what I forgot. When shopping, I may see someone say hi and have a chat. And when that person walks away, I ask myself, who's that? I wish I could remember important stuff, but that just isn't happening. My mind's marshmallow fluff. Yes, my forget just getting better, but I remember is broke, and it's driving me plumb crazy. It really ain't no joke. So if you notice me just staring into space, you need to come and put me in my safe place. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. One more time. Next up, we have, we're going veteran, newcomer. We have a newcomer, Tim Sullivan. Going to play piano and sing. He's going to dip into the standards song bag. People will say we're in love. Idlewife. Which reminds me of Idlewild Airport. And Doe a Deer. I think Tim's just about ready. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. We're looking on the horizon.
Here I am.
We're cleared for takeoff. Okay, Tim Sullivan.
Now, I'm going to read the entire Constitution to you. We're going to have a quiz. Thankfully, this is a singing crowd, and it started singing early. Don't quit, because we're coming to 3 famous show tunes now. People will say we're in love. That's from Oklahoma. And then the last 2, Edelweiss and Doe a Deer, are from Sound of Music. The only part there's going to be a quiz on is this song called Edelweiss, or Edelweiss. People think that it's a traditional German folk song. It never existed till Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote the show, but they wanted to acknowledge the fact that Baron von Trapp had real reluctance to join the Nazis. He's from Austria, and they wrote a song just so he'd be able to sing a song urging that the Nazis protect his native land, Austria. So anything you know, join us, and don't be shy.
So
once you put your uniforms on, the bus is outside, we're going on the road.
Well done indeed. Tim Sullivan, one more time. Next up, let's see, dance for a couple of seconds to see if they're in the vicinity. I'm assuming they are. Next up, we have Rainbow and Tom, two escapees from the comedy dungeon. Walk with us for a while. All right, two escapees from the comedy dungeon, and while they take this little refuge from being on the lam, they're going to take the time to give us a little dissertation on early education. I think you'll all be familiar with this. 62 years ago, Dr. Seuss took 220 words, rhymed them, and turned out The Cat in the Hat, a little volume of absurdity that worked like a karate chop on the weary little world of Dick, Jane, and Spot. From this magically right beginning came the concept of beginner books, exacting blends of words and pictures that encourage children to read, all by themselves. In 1960, he brought out the gastronomically challenging treat, which you will share with the Comedy Dungeon here today. So please feel free to join in the recitation.
We have a little reading for you. In the beginning, oh, wrong book.
Sam I am Sam.
That Sam I am. That Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am.
Do you like green eggs and ham?
I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am.
Oh, would you? Could you eat them here or there?
I would not eat them here. I would, or there. I would not eat them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am.
Oh, but would you? In a house? Would you eat them in a house? Would you eat them with a mouse?
I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I would not eat them here or there. I would not eat them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. Do not like them, Sam I am.
Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a box?
Not in a box, not in a, with a box. Not in a house, not with a mouse. I would not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am.
Oh, would you, could you in a car? Eat them! Eat them! Here they are!
like them with a fox. I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. Sam, I am.
A train, a train, a train. Could you, would you, on a train?
Not on a train. Not in a car. Sam, let me be. I would not eat them in a box. Would not eat them with a fox. I would not eat them with a mouse. I would not eat them with a house. In a house. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam, I am.
Say, in the dark? Here in the dark. Would you, could you in the dark?
I would not, could not in the dark.
Would you, could you in the rain?
I could not in the rain, not in the dark, not on a train. I do not like them, Sam, you see. Not in a house, not in a box, not with a mouse, not with a fox. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere.
You do not like green eggs and ham? Oh, oh.
I do not like them, Sam. I am.
Could you, would you with a goat?
I would not, could not with a goat.
Would you, could you, on a boat?
I could not, would not on a bow. I will not with a go. I will not eat them in the rain. I will not eat them on a train. Not in the dark, not in a tree, not in a car. You let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them in a house. I do not like them here. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham, Sam, I am.
You say you don't like them. So you say, try them. Try them. And you may. Try them, I say.
Sam, if you let me be, I'll try them. You will see. Hey, I like green eggs and ham, I do. I will eat them in a bowl. I will eat them with a goat. I will eat them in a house. I will eat them with a mouse. They are so good. You see? I will eat them in a box. I will eat them with a box. I will eat them in a house. I will eat them with a mouse. I will eat them here and there. I will eat them everywhere. Thank you, Sam. I am. I think I'll be green until St. Patty Day. That was all for you. Thank you for coming.
Rainbow.
I dedicate that to the low reading group in grade school 1963.
I think Flo has some closing comments.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for coming. You know, without an audience, this show is nothing, so thank you very much.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiancé didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. Roll out of bed, Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright. And your shrink ran off to Europe and didn't even write. And your husband wants to be a girl. Be glad there's one place in the world where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name. Where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. things we've done together while our hearts were young. I'm a walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel a pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, I wonder why she ran away, and I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway, run, 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 run away. I'm a walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel a pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, I wonder why she ran away, and I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway. Run, 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 run away. Run, 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 run away. Run, 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 run.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're